Greetings, students! This video is really best thought of as the preface to another video, but I wanted to keep things separate so that when people are looking for that other video, they don't have to go seeing my blue mug popping up and explaining what it is that I'm about to explain to you. It all began about a week ago. As you are likely aware, I am a professor at Miskatonic University. It is quite a prestigious institution, if I do say so myself, with a long and storied past. Unfortunately, we are dogged by a bit of a sinister reputation, and that mostly centers on our library. We are in possession of one of the few authentic copies of the Necronomicon, as well as a number of other forbidden books. Our rare book room here is actually the single most burgled rare book room in any library in the country. I imagine that if the statistics were available, we would be able to claim that honor worldwide, but as we are a center of knowledge, we prefer not to sensationalize what cannot be verified. In any case, we were subject last week to such a break-in in the early hours of Tuesday night. The usual suspects were forewent. We did not lose the Necronomicon, the Pseudonomicon, nor the King in Yellow, the Revelations of Glauci, or De Vermis Mysteriis. Indeed, all the books known to have been the subject of break-ins previously were quickly found right on the shelf under their appropriate Dewey Decimal numbers. After a thorough cataloging, it was finally discovered that what was missing was not a book at all, but an obscure pamphlet written by James Vickery in 1955 entitled Concessionary Rights. The pamphlet was retrieved around 10 p.m. that same night by a student at the cinema in the Student Union. After they found it crammed behind a bidet in the non-binary bathroom, it was promptly returned to the library staff, though a little worse for the wear. It had stains of butter and of fluids of less identifiable provenance as well. It was quite a stormy night here in western Massachusetts, and the theater was basically empty for the customary midnight showing of Walt Disney's Fantasia that the students have been doing for some reason that escapes me. After the screening, our very own Sheila, who has a side gig at the Student Union's movie theater, was sweeping up and shutting down the theater when she came across a trail of spongy pink popcorn leading from the third row to the theater's exit. Her interest piqued, she followed the trail out to the dark and empty lobby. It led all the way to the popcorn machine, wherefrom she reported hearing the slow drip of artificial butter. On rounding the corner, what was revealed in the dim glow of the soda fridge but a popcorn man lubricating his popcorn brains beneath the butter machine, scrubbing in that grease and moaning in a sort of ecstasy that is surely something that we, with our brains tucked safely into our crania, cannot hope to understand. He was locked up and questioned, despite the protestations of Sheila and myself, who identified the popcorn man as a person, in fact, who should be treated with the same dignity we treat all of our students. Eventually, the dean was satisfied that he was no spy nor demon, and have released him on his own provenance. I took the creature out to lunch, and was impressed with his conversation. A little too impressed, actually. He seemed to be able to discuss little but movies, and that always at great length. I realized that, while perhaps this was not the ideal mode of communication for chit-chat, it was excellently suited to the medium of YouTube. I offered to let him release videos on this channel, and he positively popped with excitement at the possibility. So, I hope you will join me in welcoming this new creature to our channel. He knows so little of his own origin that he is yet unnamed, but that will surely come in time. I believe he has prepared his first video at this time, and so let us dovetail directly into that. Thank you very much, my students. I will see you in class soon.